Hello, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. How are you today? Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so I just want to explain real quick the way I work. All of us are different. I see, I hear, I feel, I know, I sense a little bit of taste and smell. And when it comes to names, like I might say Tom, and it might just be a male name with a T or a TO. You don't always get names exact, so you might have to think outside the box a little bit. It'll be close. And this, I call this spiritual charades because I'll hear things, but then a lot of times they'll just show me a picture of something, and then I have to describe it to you, and it's like charades. You got to try to get that picture across enough that you will understand it. They never waste a message. They never waste their energy coming in with something. So don't throw the whole reading out and poo-poo it. If something doesn't make sense at this point, write it down. You'll either think of it later and realize what it is, or it will come up. It will come up and you'll understand what they were talking about. So let's see if we can get let's get Tullio talking. He comes in with this, I don't want to call it a swagger, but this, it's not just a walk, it's a stride, oh, that may not be the right word to describe it. Swagger, I think it's not that. He's this confident walk that he has, and he's got a nice slim casual suit jacket on, but it's not a fancy jacket, it's casual. And he's got his shirt and the collar's open. He's casual. He's got a necklace on. I can't tell if it's gold or silver. There's some hair sticking on his chest. He's a very manly man. Very confident, very sure of himself. I hear business-like. And yet, he's not stuffy business-like, like suit and tie and all that. Let me see what he's, sometimes it takes a couple minutes for them to change the picture or do whatever. He says, well, look at you. Look at the fine young, he's calling you a young man. Young man you are. He puffs his chest out, proud as a peacock. He's terribly proud of you. You're a manly man. You know how to take care of business. He doesn't mean business as in a business. He means business as in family, take care of things at home. You know how to take care of your personal business. Chip off the old block. You are. Now he's puffing out his chest. He says, I did a good job, didn't I? Let's see what he's going to show me here. He's faded a little bit. Hang on. So let's see what he's up to. He's bringing somebody in with him. So I don't know why it's taking a second to get the other one in there. I don't know that they're hesitating. He's a young boy. Darker hair, but doesn't look black. Boy, the age of him keeps changing as he's showing me, so I'm not sure why we're changing the age of this young guy. Let's see what he's going to do. Like I said, they never waste a message. They never waste whatever they show. And the young boy has a nice new striped, I think it's red and white stripes across shirt, and kind of has slacks on. He looks like he's a little spiffed up, even for being a young guy. I'm trying to get an average age here. I mean, young can be anything to us, to me. I don't know how old you are. I'm going to say 7 or 8. I have a hard time judging. First, he looked a little older, but now we've gone down to this age. So not sure why. And don't hold it to that exact age either, because I can't tell. Well, I see the number 7. He says he's taking care of this boy. He's leaning over to take his hand. He said he's got him under his wing. He's somebody that you know. He wants you to know that he has this boy with him. And even if this boy wasn't this age when he passed, there's a reason why he's showing him at this age. They can show themselves in any clothes they want to, any age they want to. I've had my Bob who passed away, he came through in a tutu one time just to be cute. And then there's a dog. It's black. Got a long tail. Kind of medium size. First he showed him as a fuzzy puppy, and then he showed him when he got older. He's not a really the angle he's showing me him at. I need him to change the angle that he's showing me this picture. He's not a large dog. But this dog is looking at him with a lot of love and total devotion. And he wants you to know that he has this dog with him. So whoever owned this dog, know that he's in good hands. Let's see if we can get him to... He says, yes, I pop into your house, and you're not the only one I pop in and check on. He says, but I really don't feel like I need to keep an eye on you. He says, I think you're doing a wonderful job. I see what looks like cigar smoke. Doesn't mean it was him that smoked necessarily, but somebody close to him smokes cigars all the time. Either himself or somebody, I can't tell. They don't always show everything perfect. He's mentioning a man's name that starts with a G. He's acknowledging that person. I know that's a little vague. Gotta get him pinpointed here. Now he's showing a small, short glass that looks like it would have bourbon or something in it. No, not bourbon, but close. Cards. He wasn't afraid to gamble. Gamble on a lot of things in life. Okay, he mentions a female named Harriet. Looks like Harriet. May not be exact, but they actually spelled it out. He's acknowledging this female. And a Chester, which would be a male with at least a C or a CH name if it's not exactly Chester. So I'll throw out any word that he throws out, I'm going to throw out. He says he liked the finer things in life. He liked the new cars. He liked them clean. He's telling you not to be too picky. He says, guess what? Those things aren't as important as I thought they were. And then he holds his arms out, and it's like there's a bunch of people there, and he's not talking about people in spirit. He's talking about people here. And he puts his arm around this group, and he says that love energy, that's important. And he's still trying to pull the family together. He's trying to pull everybody together and keep the family together, even now. He says, I didn't think the family could function without me, but you're all doing fine. I'm asking him to give me some more evidence or some signs or something. I need something a little more than what he's given so far. I don't like to spend my whole reading on evidence because I feel like that's too much patting myself on the back. Oh, look what I can see. The messages are more important to me, to let them talk, because this is their chance to channel through me to tell you something. He says his funeral was pretty grandiose. And he kind of, like with pride, you know. He was proud of it. Now there's a female walking up, and wait a minute, she's going behind. Get up. If you're going to show up, get closer where I can see you. No, she's puttering behind. Boy, she's actually pushing not a stroller, but a carriage. And she's not coming forward. She's just walking behind him, pushing this carriage, but she's got the clothes on, and the carriage looks like something like, oh, back in the 50s. She's very pretty. Got a long dress on, very pretty dress. With a fancy hat on her head like she might wear to church. With some netting on it. So this is definitely like at least 50s style clothing. But I don't know why she's not stepping forward. She's just moving behind. He's talking about something that's a racket. It's a racket. All right, he's not being clear. He's showing me that when he passed, he had behind his head on the bed, he had his mother on one side and his father on the other side. Then there was an uncle, an aunt, I'm trying to get the feel of this next one, a grandfather. Usually they don't explain all the people that are standing there waiting for them. He was still very confident. He knew they were there. He wasn't scared. It was like, I've got this shit. I know it's going to be okay. Now he's sitting at a kitchen table. He says, "Bring me a steak, woman." I don't know who he's talking to. He says, "I was one of the good old boys." And he says that like there was others in his group that were similar. He's showing me a swimming pool. Don't know why. He's not saying. He just showing me lots of things. He's not. And I don't think there's anything special about this pool that I can see. Swimming pool with concrete around it and deck chairs. Because I don't see anything else around it. He says, sometimes you smell that smoke. That's a sign from him that he's there. So when you smell that smoke, you can be sitting in your living room or whatever, and you get a whiff of it, say, I understand you're here. Thank you. I love you. Bring me more signs. Show me some more. Once you start acknowledging that you get it, that you're seeing the signs, they're there all the time. It's like I tell people talk about haunted houses. Sometimes it's just your mom and dad or your grandparents popping in. It's not really haunted just because it's a spirit. Sometimes just your family coming in to check on you. And they want you to know that they're still there. Talk to them. They can hear you. They can see you. It's like they're on the other side of a wall. You can still talk to them. There's a little one that's here now. He's roughly, it's a male, he's roughly between 3 and 5, just roughly. And he sits down and plays with him on the floor. He says, I'm going to help him grow up to have the same confident swagger. He's going to be another chip off the old block. He's not going to be a scaredy cat. He's going to have just, how do you say that? He's just going to just have the know-how, the know. He's going to have the know. He's going to know. He's going to have that confidence. He's going to have, which will Oh, but he's going to have softness. He's going to have the confidence, but not in such a big ego way that it's ugly, if you understand what I mean. He's going to have the softness inside, the compassion. Not sure what he's doing just yet. He came over here. This is my right side. Some of my videos, it looks backwards. He says, I didn't tell you enough how much I love you and how proud I am of you. And I know you worked hard to make me proud of you. And you've done an awesome job at it. And maybe I expected too much out of you. But look how you turned out. And look at the love you have for your family. It's like family's the most important to him. We take care of our own, no matter what it takes. He wants me to tell you again that he loves you. That it wasn't the macho thing to do to display a lot of that. Don't wait until you get to where I am to have to come see Rhonda to tell people you love them. He said sugar and spice and everything nice. I have no clue. He likes what you've done to the house. Make it your own. Now he's making a big point of showing me his shoes, dress shoes. And yet they're not real fancy, but they're shiny, clean. He's making a big point of these shoes. You know, he already said this, I think, but now he's showing me he drops in your house, he drops in another house, he drops in another house. He just kind of, he says, I can go where I want to. He mentions the name Franklin. Don't forget, it might just be close. I'll throw out any words that he throws out. He's just kind of wandering around. He says you need to forgive and let bygones be bygones. Don't hold that in your gut forever. Go ahead and let it go. It's not worth it. It will just eat you up. Was there a dance? It's like a traditional dance. I don't want to say ethnic. I don't think that's the right word I want to use. Traditional is not the right word either. Well, can't think of the right word. A group dance, a manly dance from another country or something. I can't. I'm not quite getting it exactly. Sorry. So I hope that's close enough that you'll understand what he's talking about. Keep the tradition going. And don't worry about what all them other people say if you do it. He's back to this little boy that's here. Even if this boy is not this little now, he started when he was little, talking to him. Little kids can see them because when we were all little, we had our imaginary friends pop in, and our parents would go, no, 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 you can't, there is no such thing, you can't see that, blah, blah, blah. And then we put a block up because we were trained that that is not real. But little kids nowadays, they see them, they hear them, they interact with them. It's no problem to them. So and then when this generation grows up, unless we all poo-poo them and knock them down, and my grandsons, they're going to be awesome. My grandson's not going to be if I go down there and whack him. Wow, he's showing pushing, pulling, pushing a little red wagon. It looks like it's got wooden sides from way back. The red flyer on the side of it. The ones we had way back. And there's, I can't even tell if it's a boy or girl sitting in it, all bundled up. It's cold out. Hat, big coat. And he's standing there with this little kid in the wagon, and it says red flyer on the side. Wooden sides, not the metal. So this is a memory, and I'm going to say that's probably you in the wagon. So you might, this child looks too young, so you're probably not going to remember it. But it's a very fond memory of his. He said, yeah, I like to go out with the boys. It's going like this. Don't be afraid to make those deals. Don't be afraid to go ahead and make those deals. I'm not sure why he's doing this. Usually that's like an outlay of money or something like that when they do that. Take a risk. Because I'm going to be helping you on this end. Ask me. So they cannot override your free will choice, but you can ask them for anything. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but if you don't ask them to come in and help you, They have to stand there and just kind of watch you. And then they go, my guys go, Rhonda, why are you doing that crap? Ask them. Seriously, write it down, make a list, whatever your long-term goal is. He seems to be a pretty confident businessman. Ask him to help you with that part. Ask him to step in, ask him to put people in your path, ask him to open doors for you, and then just sit back and watch the things that unfold step by step by step to get you towards your goal. All of a sudden, the person that you need to meet, you'll meet him in a coffee shop or something. That's the way it works, but you need to ask. Otherwise, they just sit there and go, oh, geez, I could have helped with that. Because it's your free will choice. It's just like it's your free will choice to buy a blue car or a red car. I asked for a brand new pickup truck. I wanted white, black, or red. 2 weeks later, 2 blocks from my house where the car dealership is, I drove by there, had never seen one like I wanted. Over there, side by side was a white truck and a black truck, exactly like I wanted. I slammed on the brakes in the middle of the road. What the heck? Ask. It'll be put in front of you. Then it's your choice whether to buy it or not. I chose to buy the black one. I'd already owned a white one. It seriously works. And then you got to give them time to put it in front of you. Give me just a second. I'm asking him something. I'm asking him about Christmas Day, Christmas dinner. You're going to smell that smoke. He likes a fireplace on Christmas, no matter how warm it is. And you're going to hear, well, this could happen anywhere though. That's kind of a general one. Anyway, it's his. Like if you have a crystal goblet and you have ice water in it, and the tinkling of the ice cubes. But you could have 12 water goblets on there and you're going to hear ice tinkle. Well, if you hear this on Christmas Day, look around and see if anybody's even touching their glass. Because they don't have to be touching the glass. He can make that sound happen. He's going to let you know that he's there on Christmas Day. And he's going to be proud as a peacock. Don't forget, Christmas is about family and love, not the presents. And don't forget, it's about peace within yourself. Not what all those commercials say. About finding peace in your own heart and soul. I was a little flamboyant. Everybody knew I was there when I walked in. Love to laugh, but love to love. And love to protect. Those aren't bad qualities, he says. All in one package. And he grabs a female that I can't see real well, and he grabs her around and he pulls her close to him on the side, and he gives her a kiss on top of the head. Doesn't matter what I did, I loved you all. He said, I hope you understand that I'm still here to help. I hope you accept my help. You can be bullheaded at times. He's an awesome guy. I just love his suave, kind of debonair. Maybe that's not the right words coming out of my mouth, but his confidence. He's like showing you, and then he's showing coins all over the floor. Let me see if I can figure out where he's going with this. Coins all over the floor, and you're going to be picking them up. They're all different sizes. So we got two options here because he's not saying the universal signs that your loved one is trying to get you to notice that they're there, still there. They send feathers, butterflies, coins. I'm forgetting there's a fourth one. Feathers, butterfly, coins. Isn't that terrible? I can't remember the fourth one. So where you walk along and, okay, like I walked through my dining room one day 10 times because this is where I work. And the next time I walked through, in the middle of the floor was a wrapper, and it was from Valentine's Day, off a little piece of candy, and it said, love you. Where'd that come from? It'll be something that just, I can walk up and down my stairs, and all of a sudden I come up, and there's a white feather in the middle of the floor. I don't have a bird in the house. Where'd that come from? So the coins are the same way. You'll be walking along, and it's just there. I know you see coins all the time. Look at the date on it. A lot of times the date, the year, will have a significant meaning. Or I feel like there's two meanings to this. I also feel like he's going to drop money in front of you that you're going to be able to pick up. That he's going to help bring money to you. And it's not even like you're earning it. It's almost like he's giving it to you. So I feel like it means both. He said he's going to kind of, I don't know what he's going to do to your head. Whether he's going to tap on it, touch it, noogie it. He's just showing something about touching the back of your head. Sometimes it'll feel like a bug crawling. Sometimes it feels like a tingling. Sometimes it feels like when the hair stands up on your arm, you know, you get that. Good grief! Can't even think what it's called. Oh, dang it! You know, where you get the goosebumps, and your hair stands up. So everybody feels it different. I know how I feel it. It may work different for you. He's gonna let you know that he's there. And he has. You just haven't realized it. Then you're going, and I really don't see her other than she kind of just in. Your mother, you're going to smell, strong smell. Your mother or grandmother? Mother, grandmother, mother, grandmother. Strong smell of a certain perfume. And it's going to be just like a wisp, like it just goes by you. You're just going to catch a little whiff of it. It's not something that it shouldn't linger. But it's a certain, it'll be the same smell each time. They love you. Proud of you again. So glad they got to talk to you. And I feel like it's not just they, but there's others. There's others back there, and they're all like, it's like a community thing that they're saying right now. They're glad they got to spend this moment with you. They're glad that they got to say something. So with that, they're all waving. I see the date November 19th. So whatever November the 19th is, it's significant. And they're validating that date. It was like this is like a group cheer, and I can't even see who all the other ones are. We're happy. It's like the whole group went, we're happy. With that, they're waving, and they're all going to go. You have a whole herd out there. And it's not uncommon for one to come forward, and then sometimes the other ones will come with them, or most of the time the other ones all stay in the background because it's not their turn. We want to see you comfortable. Let's see if anybody says anything as they're leaving. Nope. They're just all kind of like one big happy group. There's a bunch of them I didn't even see before, but they didn't want to present themselves. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. I don't know if you have any questions, let me know, but I don't know that if I can answer them after the reading, but I could try. So I hope you understand that this is real. They are still with us. They're on the other side of the wall in the next room. We just lose our body. We don't lose our spirit and our energy and our heart and our soul. And they love you and they're proud of you. Much love to you. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Don't eat too much. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. See y'all later.